As I approach a new cycle in my life, I find myself naturally reflecting on the deeper meaning of existence. One powerful insight that has come to me is that, inexorably, adversity enriches life. You see, I have never imagined that my body's mobility will depend on a wheelchair. We often take our lives and health for granted, never pausing to consider the possibility of life-altering circumstances. How many of you have thought about that? Certainly not me, until I experienced it. On October 11, 2023, around 6:30 p.m., my children and I were struck by a vehicle speeding through the streets while we were crossing at a green pedestrian light. The thoughtless and negligent decision of a driver not only sent us all to the hospital, but also resulted in several weeks of intense physical pain for me due to serious injuries that led to significant discomfort and loss of mobility. My children, thankfully, are fine. Fortunately for them and for me, I took the brunt of the impact. I saved their lives, and divinity saved mine. Life undoubtedly gave me a new opportunity. I don't consider it a second chance, as I have already faced death multiple times. But I do know there must be something important for me to accomplish, and that is a gift, because I love living life. We don't often spend our days contemplating morbid scenarios, but sometimes such thoughts find their way into our minds. It's up to us how far we allow ourselves to dwell on them. A few weeks before the accident, while I sat in my room staring at my bed, I had one of those thoughts. How unpredictable life is. Sometimes you leave home and never come back. What will happen to my kids, my possessions, my world, if I never returned? Before those ominous thoughts could take hold, I shifted my focus and directed my attention elsewhere. It's not easy to think about one's own mortality or the possibility of something tragic happening to us or those we love. However, these thoughts serve as a reminder that we should be prepared for the unexpected and create an action plan in case life throws us a curveball. During my hospitalization, with limited mobility, intense physical pain, and periods of deep sadness and anxiety, as I recovered from my injuries to my right side, I had the opportunity to view life from a different perspective. I became willing to confront the discomfort and explore the darker corners of my life, areas that needed attention, recognition, and healing. The recovery of my right knee and shoulder has taken months, and alongside the physical healing, I've been on a deep journey of mental, emotional, and spiritual restoration. And no, it hasn't been easy, but it has been necessary, an essential priority. One of the most important lessons I learned from this experience is that our happiness and peace of mind are in our own hands. We are stronger and more capable of moving forward than we often give ourselves credit for, even when we're in the midst of emotional and mental turmoil. Adversity and pain, whether physical or emotional, serve as a powerful catalyst for change and transformation. But pain alone doesn't work wonders. It requires another critical ingredient: a determined and resilient attitude, a strong mindset. How many times has pain pushed you through a crisis and allowed you to transform your circumstances for the better? Probably many times, but it wasn't just the pain. It was your attitude towards it, wasn't it? The key, I believe, lies in our decision to perceive situations either as tragedies or opportunities. That is the fundamental difference. I am not dismissing the full spectrum of emotions and thoughts that naturally arise in difficult times. I found myself many times during this experience feeling sorry for myself, or cursing the driver who hit us when the pain was so overwhelming that I couldn't sleep, settle in that unbearable hospital bed, or even feel at home in my own body, a body that felt so foreign to me. However, these are decisions we face, the choice between victimization and personal responsibility. Both parts are available, but they lead to different outcomes. The decision is ours to make, and it's important to recognize where each path will lead us. As we navigate this decision, it's okay to oscillate between emotions because we're human. This is part of the process. Allowing our identity to swing from one stream to the other until we find balance and stillness within. Remember, our destructive tendencies, doubts, and confusion are products of societal conditioning. What truly matters is where we decide to spend most of our mental and emotional energy. That's where transformation happens. There was a time when I grew tired of hearing visitors tell me, "Use the free time that you have now to be productive in this way or that." Of course, I understood their good intentions, but it's not easy to be in a vulnerable mental and physical state and feel pressured to do something with your time, as if it's an opportunity. Healing, after all, is a process in itself. So let me tell you, if you find yourself in a difficult situation, in a moment of dilemma or adversity, feeling vulnerable and confused, listen to your intuition and inner wisdom. But don't force the process. Don't feel like you must be doing anything at all. Stay open. Practice gentle stillness, silence, and self-compassion. Inspiration and clarity will come in due time. And if you're supporting someone through a tough time, I humbly suggest avoiding unsolicited advice or instructions. It's easy to be on the other side and not realize the mental and emotional strain someone who's experienced deep trauma is undergoing. Support is not about offering solutions or trying to understand. It's about being present in loving, mindful companionship with the other person. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tania Borja. I am a certified natural health practitioner, Reiki teacher, community organizer, speaker, writer, and a mother. With over 15 years of experience as a dedicated holistic practitioner, specializing in personal transformation and overall well-being, I trained at the STEAM Transformational Arts College in Toronto. Additionally, I hold a bachelor's degree in legal studies from Universidad de las Americas, AC, in Mexico City. I am the founder and director of Lunae Healing Arts, a holistic health practice where I offer dynamic, integrated healing sessions, blending aromatherapy, Reiki, reflexology, guided meditation, and vibrational modalities. I've created courses, retreats, and healing gatherings to empower individuals and communities in their health and well-being. I am a bilingual facilitator, and one of my superpowers is my ability to balance both hemispheres of my brain, combining creativity, intuition, and artistry with structure, organization, and eloquence. I've worked extensively on developing personal coherence, heightening my awareness of my body, mind, emotions, and spiritual identity. I've studied, practiced, and lived many philosophies and teachings, including the Mayan cosmovision, which I've learned from Mayan elders in Mexico and Guatemala. This journey has equipped me to have powerful tools for a deeper understanding of life and growth. The path is long, and there's always more to learn. I invite you to explore my work, and if you're interested in expanding your personal evolution, join me in the transformative projects I'm working on in 2025. I am currently collaborating with other passionate professionals to create opportunities for genuine personal growth. Check the links below for information about my upcoming Dancing Towards Equilibrium Personal Activation Challenge, as well as our monthly moon and cacao circles and gatherings. You'll find a guided path to balance, self-appreciation, and mastery from a holistic perspective. On a positive note, the silver lining of spending weeks in a wheelchair is that I have now become an expert at maneuvering into tight spaces. I have come a long way from those months at the hospital. I have now regained my mobility, and I am working on strengthening my body through physical training. And while doing so, I am grateful for my life. And I am excited to see what life I can create for myself moving forward. This story is dedicated with heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to my incredible tribe. Your presence, flowers, food, books, and gifts brought joy to my days, lightening up those dark winter months and putting a smile on my face. Your support, being there for me, has truly brightened my life. Please connect with me through my website and social media. Thanks for listening.